Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 8, entitled as Akshara Brahma Yoga. Slokas 9 and 10. Kaviṁ purāṇam anuśāsitāram aṇor aṇīyāṁsam anusmared sarvasya dhātāram acintya-rūpam āditya-varṇaṁ tamasaḥ parastāt prayāṇa-kāle manasācalena bhaktyā yukto yoga-balena caiva bhruvor madhye prāṇam āveśya samyak satam paraṁ puruṣam upaiti divyam. From the previous slokas, we understood that everyone at the time of death who's interested or desiring to attain something from Krishna must remember and think about Krishna. That is a given rule, principle. But those who doesn't remember Krishna at the time of death, whatever else they remember, that is a nature that they will attain in the next life. In these set of slokas, until 13th sloka, those are the people who remembers Krishna, who think about Krishna, even while living or even when they are ready to leave their body. But their objective is not to attain Krishna, it is something else. Maybe they are interested in aishvarya, the wealth that is equal to Krishna. Or maybe they want to enjoy themselves as Atma, wanting to merge into the Brahma Jyoti. And starting 14th sloka, Krishna mentions about the jnani, who is very special, how he meditates, what he thinks, and so forth. In these two set of slokas, Krishna says in what manner one should think of Krishna at the end of his life, and in what manner he should have remembered Krishna before his death, that is, during his lifetime. Let's see the word by word meaning. Kaviṁ, the one who knows everything. Kaviṁ doesn't mean a poet. It is to mention that sarvagnyam means omniscient, one who is omniscient, knower of everything. Purāṇam, the oldest, the primeval. Anuśāsitāram, Śāsitāram means one who governs. Anuśāsitāram means the ruler who governs all continuously to the best. It's not like a person governs for 4.5 years, 5 years or 1 year. There's a duration and limitation. That's not the case here. Here, Krishna, who is the ruler for all the time. Anuhu, that the Jivatma, which is smaller in size. Aṇīyāṁsam, who is subtler. Aṇor aṇīyāṁsam, meaning one is smaller than any atom. That is, the smallest, subtler entity is Jivatma. Here aṇor aṇīyāṁsam meaning that he is smaller than that Jivatma because he is present within the Jivatma. Nothing can be smaller than him. Sarvasya of everything, dhātāram, the maintainer, also can be interpreted as creator. Acintya, inconceivable. Rūpam, whose form, acintya-rūpam, meaning whose form is inconceivable to our ordinary mind and words to explain. Tamasaḥ, parastāt, one who is beyond the prakriti, mula prakriti. In other words, one who resides in the spiritual world. Āditya-varṇaṁ, the Lord's form, the divine form, is so effulgent, like 1,000,000 of suns. Bhaktyā, with loving devotion. Yoga-balena, further strengthened by yoga. Acalena manasa, with a steadfast mind, not disturbed, not distracted, but completely focused. Anusmared, always thinks of Krishna without any interruption. He, divyam, who is in the position to bestow whatever his devotee wants, aishvarya. Yaha, one who, tam paraṁ puruṣam, that person who's been mentioned, saha, he, the personality, upaiti, reaches, attains. Now, how does he attain? Prayāṇa-kāle, at the time of death. Yukto, engaged. Eva, certainly. Bhruvor, between the eyebrows, two eyebrows. Madhye, bhruvor means two eyebrows. Madhye, bhruvor madhye, between the two eyebrows. Prāṇam, the life air. Āveśya, established. Samyak, completely. That person brings his thought between the eyebrows and thinks about Krishna. That person attains Krishna. Even though the slokas mentions attaining Krishna, we should understand that he attains that which he desired from Krishna, which is equal to Krishna. Another important point to note in these sloka, tameva upaiti. Krishna says he will attain that. Rather than telling mameva upaiti, he will attain me, he says he will attain that as a third person. We can see throughout Bhagavad Gita in many places, Krishna uses his third person rather than directly pointing to him. Of course, there are many slokas which points directly to him, and one might get confused when Krishna uses the third person, like in this case. But ultimately, when we come to the end of Bhagavad Gita, at the end, Krishna clearly removes all the confusion by stating surrender unto him in the Charma Sloka. Now let's see the translation of these two slokas. One should meditate upon the Supreme Person as the one who knows everything, as he who is the oldest, who is the controller, who is smaller than the smallest, who is the maintainer of everything, who is beyond all material conception, who is inconceivable, and who is always a person. He is luminous like the sun, and he is transcendental beyond his material nature. One who at the time of death fixes his life air between the eyebrows and by the strength of yoga with an undeviating mind engages himself in remembering the Supreme Lord in full devotion will certainly attain to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There are wonderful, nice qualities has been mentioned here about the Supreme Lord that one should remember during their lifetime and also at the end of the life when they are ready to leave the body, in what manner they have to be. There are number of items. We will see each one in detail in the next session. Kaviṁ purāṇam anuśāsitāram aṇor aṇīyāṁsam anusmared sarvasya dhātāram acintya-rūpam āditya-varṇaṁ tamasaḥ parastāt prayāṇa-kāle manasācalena bhaktyā yukto yoga-balena caiva bhruvor madhye prāṇam āveśya samyak satam paraṁ puruṣam upaiti divyam. Namaste. Hare Krishna.